Good evening, students. Today we will take the topic velocity time graph. Again, a topic related with graph. Myself, Kanhaiya Jha. I have already discussed the concept of slope. Slope is what? M. M is equal to tan theta. Tan theta is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 or dy by dx. Slope will be positive if theta is less than 90 and slope will be negative if theta is more than 90. Okay, see for example here theta is less than 90 and here theta means angle with x axis is more than 90. So in this graph, see this is displacement time graph, this is not velocity time graph. I am just revising the previous lecture. In the displacement time graph here, see if you will see theta is constant. If theta will be constant, so tan theta will be constant, and we know tan theta is giving us information about slope, so slope will be also constant. And ST graph, this is what displacement time graph. Slope gives us information about velocity, so velocity will be constant. So if velocity is constant, that means any object is going with the constant velocity. That means this is the graph of uniform velocity. What was the concept of uniform velocity? See my previous lecture. If any object is moving equal distance in equal time interval, so that is uniform velocity. If you will analyze this graph, in this graph angle with x-axis is more than 90. But again theta is constant. If theta is constant, tan theta will be constant, slope will be constant. So this is also a graph of uniform velocity. Clear? Today I will take velocity time graph. So let us start the topic velocity time graph. Okay. First, write slope of velocity time graph gives us information about, tell me what? Information about acceleration. Acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph gives us information about acceleration because we know that A is equal to dv by dt, and dv by dt is what? Slope, change in velocity divided by change in time. So slope of vt graph will give us information about acceleration. Clear? Okay. Understand something more then. Now I will start making graph. So first make the first graph. Achha, this is velocity time graph. So velocity is coming first. So velocity will be on y-axis and time is coming second. So time will be on x-axis. So here we will write velocity. Here we will write time. What is the SI unit of velocity? Meter per second. Meter per, because velocity is displacement by time. So meter by second. And time SI unit is second. If suppose the graph is like this. So here if you will notice theta, this theta is constant now. Theta means what? Angle. Theta means what? Angle with the x-axis. See here theta is constant. In this graph theta is less than 90, but theta is constant. Theta is constant everywhere. If suppose I will make another graph also, and this graph is like this. Here what is theta? Here also theta is constant. Here also theta is constant. But here theta is more than 90. But theta is constant here also. Right? Theta is constant in both the situations. So velocity time graph gives us information about acceleration. So here theta is less than 90. Theta is less than 90. That means if theta is less than 90, I told you that slope will be positive. If theta will be less than 90, then slope will be positive. If slope is positive, so velocity time graph slope gives us information about acceleration. So here acceleration will be also positive. Are you able to understand? Acceleration will be also positive. So can we say that this is motion with positive acceleration? Can we say this is motion of any object, motion with positive acceleration? Why? Because here because theta is less than 90 now. See, this is acute angle, theta is less than 90. If theta is less than 90, then slope will be positive. Why? Because tan is less than 90, tan 45, positive tan 60, positive. So slope will be positive. If slope is positive, then velocity time graph slope gives us information about acceleration. So acceleration will be also positive. That means this is a graph with positive acceleration. Now see this thing. Theta is greater than 90. Theta is greater than 90. That means slope will be negative. If the slope will be negative, then slope is giving us information about acceleration. So acceleration will be also negative. Acceleration negative. That means this is a graph of retardation. Retardation means negative acceleration. Retardation means negative acceleration, and negative acceleration means velocity of any object is decreasing. Negative acceleration means velocity of any object is decreasing. This two graph is clear. Now understand the third. Okay. See this one graph. If suppose this is velocity time graph, this velocity we will measure in meter per second. This is time in second. You have to write this every time. If suppose any velocity time graph is like this, so what you will conclude with this graph? What you will conclude with this graph? Here see, velocity time graph slope gives us information about acceleration. Here this is like this now. So here angle is 90, 80, 70, again 0. So this line is making how much angle with x-axis? Theta equals 0. So tan theta will be how much? Tan theta is giving us information about slope, and here theta is 0. So slope is tan 0 means 0. So this graph slope is how much? 0. This graph slope is how much? 0. So slope is 0 and this slope is 0. That means velocity time graph slope gives us information about acceleration. So acceleration will be also 0. If acceleration is 0, what does it mean? That this is motion with constant velocity. Motion with constant velocity. What does it mean? Velocity. What does it mean? Can you understand? Positive acceleration means, if suppose you are on a bike and you will give accelerator and your speed is increasing, that means you are giving positive acceleration. Positive acceleration means speed of an object will increase. Negative acceleration means speed of the object will decrease. So positive acceleration, speed will increase. Negative acceleration, speed will decrease. But if the acceleration is 0, that means neither positive nor negative. So speed of the object will be uniform. Achha, try to understand this. Conceptually also. This is with mathematically, but try to understand conceptually. Let's say this is 5 meters per second at 0 second. So when the time is 0 second, that is when the object is starting, the object is moving with a velocity of 5 meters per second. After 1 second, see again, after 1 second, After 1 second, again the object velocity is how much? 5 meter per second. At 2 seconds, the object velocity is how much? 5 meter per second. See. At 3 seconds, the object velocity is how much? See, 5 meter per second. That means time is changing. Time is changing, but velocity is not changing. Velocity is uniform. So when any object velocity is not changing with respect to time, then this is the graph of uniform motion. This is the graph of uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means this is moving with a constant velocity. So motion with constant velocity, or you can say uniform velocity, because as time is changing, but object is moving with the same velocity every time. Clear? So I hope this graph is also clear to you. This graph is very interesting now. If you will understand, then it will be interesting to you. If you will not understand, then it will be very difficult for you. Okay. Now that one very important statement. This is very important. Whatever I am writing is very important. So make a star mark on this and write area of velocity time graph gives us information about area of velocity time graph gives us information about distance and displacement. See, from this topic now they have asked in NEET and in JEE, they are asking questions frequently. So try to understand. If they will give you any velocity time graph, like this. See, this is velocity, this is time, and this graph is like this. Let's say this is area is A1. This is a trapezium. Photo सही नहीं बना ना? Okay. Let's say this is a velocity time graph and this is a trapezium. You all know what is a trapezium now? Let's say this area is A1 and this area is A2. So if suppose I am finding distance, what I am finding? If suppose I am finding distance, then distance is equal to magnitude of A1 plus magnitude of A2. That means just take the area and take magnitude of the area. Magnitude मतलब modulus मतलब कुछ भी हो, पॉजिटिव हो या नेगेटिव हो. आई टोल्ड यू दैट दिस इज द साइन ऑफ मॉड्यूलस. दैट मींस दिस इज डिवाइस जिसके अंदर कुछ भी रखो ये पॉजिटिव करके ही निकलेगा. दैट मींस इवन इफ यू विल प्लेस -5, आंसर विल बी +5. इफ सपोज आई विल ऐड -5 है, सो दिस विल मेक पॉजिटिव. ये एक ऐसा डिवाइस है जो सब कुछ को पॉजिटिव कर देगा. एवरीथिंग विल टर्न पॉजिटिव. इफ सपोज आई विल ऐड +5, इट विल ऐड 5 in the option. If suppose in this device I will place -3, it will say 3. If suppose I will place -1, it will say it is +1. Okay? So even if you will give negative thing or positive thing inside this box, it will always give you positive answer. So this is modulus. So modulus will always make positive. Even if you will give negative thing inside this, it will make positive. So try to understand this, that modulus is an important concept also. Your mind should be like modulus, na? Even if you give negative idea inside your mind, it will turn into positive. So distance will be like this. But if you will find displacement, so displacement will be A1 minus A2. That means You have to take area with sign. You have to put area with sign. Use sign convention. Here you have to use in finding displacement. Use sign convention. Sign convention means नीचे का एरिया नेगेटिव, ऊपर का एरिया पॉजिटिव. नीचे का एरिया because we know ना this is plus and downward minus. So this area will be positive, this area will be negative. So what will be answer? A1 minus A2. So use sign convention. Right now I will take some question on this also. So first write it. So area of velocity time graph. Area of velocity time graph gives us information about okay, write a question. Let's say this is velocity in meter per second and this is time in second. Okay, try to understand this question. That this is a question of competitive exam actually. They have given you a velocity time graph and they are asking you about find, right question, find distance and displacement. Find distance and displacement. So for finding distance and displacement, what we have to find? First we have to find area. Let's say this trapezium. Are you able to see this trapezium? This trapezium area. That means if I will find A1 and let's say this is A2. So what will be A1? How we will find? See. So area of trapezium. First write the formula of area of trapezium. This is equal to half into, I am writing this formula here. This is equal to half into sum of, half into sum of parallel side into distance between them. Distance between them. So see how we will calculate. This is trapezium now. So how we will calculate A1? A1 is equal to half into sum of parallel side. From here to here, what is the length of this side? 4. Achha, this is 3 now. Up to here, this is 3. So this is 3 minus 1. So this will be how much? 2. For example, let's say this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, let's say this is H, this is I, this is J. No need for it. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, leave it. So sum of parallel side means in this trapezium, first see this trapezium, BC plus AD. BC plus AD, that means this length plus this length. So BC is how much? 2 from here to here, 3 minus 1, this is 2 plus AD, this length is how much? 4, half into sum of parallel side into, what is the distance between them? 4 from here to here. What is the height? 4. So this area will become half into 6 plus into 4. So 2 to the 4. So this will be 12 meter square. Now can we calculate A2? A2 will be what? Half into sum of parallel side. So EF 5 to 7. How much? This distance is 2. So this will be also 2 plus DG. This distance is how much? 4 to 8. How much? 8 minus 4. That means 4. So half into sum of parallel side into distance between these two lines. So from here to here, what is the distance? 2. We have to take only magnitude. So this will be how much? Half into 6 into 2. That means this will cancel. So this will be 6 meter square. 6 meter square. So if suppose I will find distance. If suppose I will find distance. So distance means how we will find distance? Mod of A1 plus mod of A2, modulus of A2. That means 12 plus 6. So I have to take positive. So this will be 18 meter square. Oh, sorry. Area of velocity time gap will give us information about distance. So distance unit will be meter. What will be the answer of displacement then? Displacement is equal to A1 minus A2. Put with sign. A1 is plus 20 and A2 is minus 6. नीचे का आएगा. So this will be how much? 12 minus 6 will be 6 meter. So displacement will be how much? 6 meters. And distance will be 18 meters. Clear? Write it fastly. Do another question. Okay. Write another question. Let's say this is displacement time graph. Displacement is in meter, time is in second, and the graph is like this. See, a graph is like this. A graph is going like this. So try to understand this graph. If suppose this is O, O means origin A, B, C. Now write the question. Write the question. First question. At first question, find velocity of object in OA region. In which region you have to find velocity? In the region OA. So in this region, what is the velocity of this object? O to A. This is the graph. O to A. This is the graph. So what is the velocity of this? So how we will find? This is displacement time graph. So slope of the displacement time graph will give us information about velocity. So we will find the slope. What we will do? We will find the slope. So how we will find slope? See, slope of line OA. So slope is equal to what? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. See what is y2 here? This point coordinate will be 10, 10, right? And this point coordinate will be 0, 0. So y2 is, this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So y2 minus y1, so 10 minus 0 divided by x2 minus x1, 10 minus 0. So what we will write? 10 minus 0 divided by 10 minus 0. So this will be 10 by 10, that means 1. Slope is how much? 1. So, and this slope will give us information about velocity. Slope will give us information about velocity. So velocity will be how much? 1 meter per second. So in the region OA, what will be the velocity of object? 1 meter per second. Now the second question, find velocity in region AB. In which region? AB we have to find velocity. How we will find velocity in AB region? Again we will find slope. So slope will give us information about velocity, and slope how we will find? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Here is what is coordinate? 15, 10. This is the coordinate of B point. X is 15, y is 10. So what will be? 10 minus 10. y2 is this one now, y1 is this one. So 10 minus 10 divided by x2 minus x1, so 15 minus 10. So 10 minus 10 will be 0, so slope will be 0. Slope means velocity is 0, velocity is 0 means object is at rest. This means object is at rest. So in AB region, object is at rest. In AB region, object is at rest. So you can find in BC region. Write the next question. Write question number 3. Find velocity of object in BC region. You can find it by yourself because C coordinate will be what? 20, oh sorry, this coordinate I have not given. This is 15. So this will be 20, 15. So 15 minus 10 divided by 20 minus 15, that will be slope, and that will give you information about velocity. Clear? So you can find and comment it in the answer box, that is in comment section. Okay, then hope you have understand this lecture, that how we will deal with the graph. I have discussed graph in detail. So you can see in NCERT also, everything is there, and I hope you will understand everything from NCERT. In NCERT book also graph is given. Sorry, in NCERT book also graph is given. If you can see this is moving with positive velocity, xt graph moving with negative velocity, and then the object is at rest. This graph also I have discussed. So these are all graph I have discussed. So now you will see the graph. See this graph. This is position time graph. So displacement time graph. If a graph is like this, then acceleration is positive. If a graph is like this, acceleration is negative, and like this, acceleration is 0. I have discussed. So see all this graph from NCERT book also, and try to solve each and every question. Try to solve each and every question of NCERT book of motion in a straight line. First, solve how many questions? Solve all the questions. I will discuss it one by one, and I will upload the lecture also. Okay, then thank you. In the next lecture, I will start. Which topic? Projectile motion. So motion in 2 dimensions. That is also very important topic. So please attend all those class also and make class notes properly. If you will face any doubt, consult me anytime. I am always free for you. Thank you.